The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Grizzlies. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And checking out Dallas. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And when I look at Dallas, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Oh, we all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Wright is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Powell in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Jackson in at the small forward. Now Morant. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Looking at league trends, do you miss the physicality of years past, which was so much a part of the time that you played?
I do, Kev. I do miss the physical game. I miss the bumping, the grinding outside in there in the paint. But I also love the new game and the spacing. You know, you can appreciate the game so much more. It's like going to a ballet and being able to see the movement of the players, what they're doing out here. And so I love the fact it's not hampered by guys getting thrown to the floor and grabbed. Do like the physical play, though. I just want to find a happy medium.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Defensively, they'll be focused on Luka Doncic. The young point forward and rookie of the year is so crafty attacking and creating shots for himself and others. Kevin, they'll have to be just as smart as Doncic in covering him and trying to contain him.
All right, David, thanks. And here is Wright after Jaren Jackson made that last three-pointer. And it's Doncic, that time on the assist from Hardaway.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Morant with it. He's against Porzingis. They grab their own miss. Yes, that goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And he banks in the layup. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Now here's Wright. Here's Hardaway. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here's Morant. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. The offensive rebound. Valanciunas. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, John Moran and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, two of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
All free throws good from Doncic. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Memphis leading. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Feeds it to Jackson. Goes back up. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Porzingis with the block. Pass to Hardaway. To the middle. And the rejection by Jackson. Down low. Here's Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks winning their last game against the Knicks. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Here's the floater. Porzingis with the block. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, Greg, and maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Wright. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Brooks outside. To the inside. Here's Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Right side, Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. Hardaway, no good.
You can't look at the result
of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Mavericks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Doncic outside. Right outside. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Here's a look at some stats for Wright. How he did last season. Averaged about 8 points a game last season. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. He's a tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for DeLon Wright. Doncic finds Porzingis. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
There's Morant. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Grizzlies have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
In his native Lithuania, Jonas Valanciunas is the star for his national team, making his debut at age 19, becoming the leader for his country.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Brunson's checked in. 4 on the clock. The 17-footer. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Brunson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. Crowder goes in. It's rebounded by Dallas. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Jackson. And Allen subbed in for Dillon Brooks. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Now here's Morant. Crowder feeling it out a bit. But they get it back. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Another shot. That shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Now here's Brunson. Defended by Anderson. Dallas, no good that time either.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Here's Crowder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
And when he's not shooting threes, Crowder is attacking the paint. That's how he plays the game.
And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, ranked a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
No good on that one. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs they just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
Now here's Allen. Jones. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Oh, boy, that was the kind of effort coaches love to see. So active, such energy at the defensive end.
Now here's Barea. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Nobody near Allen. A three-pointer, no good. Curry against Anderson. Curry passes to Brunson. To stop the drought. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Brunson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
Now here's Jones. 8 points his last outing. Memphis moving it around. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
At 6'7", Jay Crowder weighs as much as some centers. He's built for contact.
Allen against Barea. There's the pass to Curry. And here's Barea. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Anderson in the post. Brunson covering. Anderson's shot is off. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Curry kicks to Barea. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 4. Berea against Allen. The rebound by Marjanovic.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Got that one up quick.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's Allen, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Grizzlies have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. No good on the free throw.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And the second free throw, good. Mavericks trail by 3. Berea with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. And Anderson gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now Brunson turned in an outstanding game against New York. Berea, no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's Crowder. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
And he's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Brunson. He's perfect from the line this time. Now here's Jones. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Jay Crowder out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Anderson in at the 2 guard. Now here's Brunson. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 5 now. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Oh, really astonishing slam by Crowder, all because of how he sprints toward the cup.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Curry finds Hardaway. No good on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Curry. Left side Hardaway. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's
yeah.
talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
There's the lob to Jackson, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Right outside. Passes it to Kleba. 5 on the clock. Puts one up from 19. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Jackson, there was no finesse on that one. Superb athlete who likes to punish the rim.
The feed to Doncic. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic.
He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 21 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Year one, he had to kind of find his way, but he seems poised to make some big strides here in his sophomore season.
Well, the team wants him to carve out a larger role for himself, but talent-wise, he's definitely got it in.
Knocked loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Mavericks now. Porzingis finds Powell. Here's Hardaway. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Clearly a foul.
For Dallas, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Hardaway hits them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Morant. Looking to get it going. He takes it up and lays it in. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Right, the pass to Hardaway. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the pass to Morant. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Doncic against Jackson. Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Oh, that's blocked. Inside and stolen by Wright. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
And stolen by Wright. Here we go, all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field.
Well, for Josh Jackson, not really the sophomore season he was hoping for. Didn't take a major leap forward and saw him fighting for reserve minutes at times.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Clock at 6. Launches a 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Thursday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And with Jackson, Greg, they just need to see more from him.
The upside, it's still there for Jackson, but nothing is guaranteed in the NBA. He needs to keep working on his game to live up to the lofty draft expectations.
Here's Jackson. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Clark. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year, and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And they are excited about Jackson, a high motor guy with a ton of room to grow, and also displays terrific leadership on both ends.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Berea finds Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Finished off the break. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Now here's Morant. He has 6.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
To the inside, Porzingis. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And for Memphis, they're shooting it very well. 54% from the floor in this second quarter. And here's Morant. Pass to Clark. Lets it go from the wing. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic passes to Porzingis. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And for Memphis, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
First trip to the line for him here. He misses the free throw.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And he sinks the second. Dallas leading by 4. Berea with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Doncic outside. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Josh Jackson. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game last season. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or 2 every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Here's Clark. And a missed layup. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 4-point game. To the wing on the left. Left side, Porzingis. There's the double team with Allen. Here's Doncic. Here's Powell, a second chance effort. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jay Crowder's checked in for Clark. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jackson. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Powell. And it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. Barea against Allen. Outside Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And for a guy who shoots a lot of threes, Crowder does a pretty good job of getting himself to the free throw line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Good on both. The Mavericks leading. Now Barea. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Doncic. Dallas again missing. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Jones against Curry. Jones, the pass to Anderson. On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Curry. Just 3 to shoot. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Porzingis. They need this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Mavericks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And the first one drops. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for J.J. Barea. And both free throws good for Porzingis. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Allen surveying the D. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Porzingis passes to Curry. Dallas moving the ball around with the fadeaway. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Allen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Look at Curry, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
And that one falls for Allen. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. And Allen drops them both. Here's Doncic. 20 points for him last game against New York.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Now here's Curry. The lead is 2. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Jackson. Shoots over Curry. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. To the paint. Here's Kleba. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Allen, the bounce pass. Jones in the post. Curry meets him. Shot clock at 6. Jones in the post, guarded by Curry. Jones, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Nice defense there. That's Crowder's focus every time he takes the court.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They found their rhythm in the second quarter and have to be feeling good here at the break, holding on to that 4-point lead. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. On the court for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Wright. And it's Doncic in at the small forward. Now here's Powell. Hardaway passes to Porzingis over Jackson. And that one hits back iron.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Jackson, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Relentless. I mean, Jackson just giving it his all on the backboard.
The pass to Porzingis. The fadeaway, and good that time. Porzingis has got 12 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Now here's Valanciunas, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 12.
Oh, but you see why they keep going to Valanciunas. He knows how to dominate when he's got the hot hand.
Down low, it's stolen by Valanciunas. For the tie, and another basket for Memphis.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Dallas shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Jackson has the open look, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Right, the pass to Powell, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Back to Porzingis, over Jackson, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. 14 points for Porzingis.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Wright. Pass to Valanciunas. Powell pulls it in.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Wright dishes to Hardaway. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backcourt. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And he's been doing this for a few games in a row now. We're looking at one of the hottest players in the league.
Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Hardaway against Brooks. Now here's Morant. 6 points for him, and he makes that one. Morant's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
I mean, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And checking out numbers for Hardaway, how he performed last season. Averaged 18 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And both free throws good for Porzingis. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Jackson against Porzingis. Jackson misses. Dallas leading by 6. Pass to Doncic. He kicks it to Wright. Passes to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas no good that time either.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for John Morant.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Shoots the 3. Drops in the tray. Now just a 1-point Dallas lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Doncic against Jackson. Doncic, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Now here's Wright. Outside Hardaway. To the inside. Morant with the steal. Jackson in the corner. Three-pointer. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a three-point Memphis lead.
Oh, I love the rapid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Morant. He's got 13. Inside, here's Valanciunas. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
Here's Porzingis. Over Jackson. Bank shot, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Kicks it to Morant. Jackson passes to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 9 points now in just the second half. Mavericks trail by 5. Right outside. Here's Hardaway. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Some changes for Memphis. Crowder, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Kyle Anderson comes in for Josh Jackson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Brooks. And here's Barea. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Brunson. Here's Curry. Clock at 4 over Anderson. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 1 on the basket from Curry.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Morant with it. 15 points in the game. Left side, Crowder. Pass to Morant. Marjanovic against Valanciunas. Over in the corner, Allen. Those three-pointers off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Nice move. He stepped back and cashed it up. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot. The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Brunson kicks to Kleba. Now Brunson. 5 points in the game. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. It's stolen by Barea. Back to Kleba. Pass to Brunson. Over Anderson. Brunson, good. Brunson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant. And so Allen will bring it up for Memphis. Outside Crowder. Back to Allen. 6 to shoot. Anderson outside. Can they get it? Here's Valanciunas. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now here's Barea. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Brunson finds Barea. Here's Kleba. Passes it to Curry. No good on the triple. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Now here's Allen from 12 feet out, and he gets the jumper to drop. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Anderson against Curry. And the pass to Brunson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Crowder for the tie. And he hits it to tie the game up. Crowder's got 8.
Nice work offensively, and Crowder caps it off inside.
Barea looking for an opening. Pass to Marjanovic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. First free throw is good. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Allen against Barea.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Allen dishes to Anderson. Jones in the post. Brunson covering. A shot by Crowder, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. To the paint. Picked off in midair. Now here's Jones. Brunson covering. Allen for the 3. The shot will not fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Curry's shot is good.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Barea against Allen. Will it go? And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Brunson. Misses there. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Jay Crowder out there with Clark. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Allen in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
That foul's got to be a lot harder than that if you're going to try to prevent Crowder from scoring there.
One shot.
Mavericks leading by 4. Here is Barea. Pass to Brunson. And here is Marjanovic. And Jones pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Anderson outside. Pass to Clark. Porzingis with the block. Brunson scanning the floor. And that one, good. And the Mavericks lead by 6. Here's Jones. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Allen outside. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
And he comes through at the perfect moment. I know who they'll look to if they need another big 3 again soon.
Now here's Curry. Back to Barea. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Allen. It's Anderson with the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
With a lengthy wingspan, that's what Anderson does. He's able to maneuver through defenders and put the ball in the basket.
And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Clark. Josh Jackson comes in for Allen. And Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. And Chris, in his 6th season out of UCLA, small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance, shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Anderson passes to Crowder. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Jackson. There's the 3. But they recover it.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more. The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Jackson. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from Jackson.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Mavericks leading. Right, the pass to Porzingis. That free throw good from Porzingis. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
There's the lob to Jackson. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Mavericks leading by 4. Right outside. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. And Doncic, here we go. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Now here's Morant. D right on him. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Morant missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. Foul for 3.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
It's Crowder on the wing. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Right, looking around. Pass to Hardaway. to the middle, stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Off the left rim and out. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Doncic. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Josh Jackson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Memphis making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Doncic, no good on the free throw.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Doncic, no good. And it's Memphis on the break. Jackson's got the ball. No good. That would have tied it. Mavericks leading by 3. Hardaway finds Doncic. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Morant. High arcing shot. Jackson from long range. Here's Valanciunas. Basket counts. Valanciunas has got 12 points here in the second half.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Jackson against Doncic. On the wing, Jackson. Hardaway against Brooks. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Here's Wright. To the inside. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Jackson.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Doncic finds Hardaway. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he makes the first. Hardaway hits them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. He kicks to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Over Porzingis. Almost, but it rolls out. Mavericks leading by 3. Inside. And the dunk by Powell.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. Count it. Good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here's Porzingis. Over Jackson. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 24.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Morant with it. Here's Valanciunas. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks, leading by 5.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Morant. Kicks to Jackson. Jackson has the open look and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Dallas calls timeout.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
And the basket by Jackson. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now here's Wright, and it's good off the back rim and in. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Great work right there on the inbounds play, getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Now Morant. Brooks outside. Poked away. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. And it's good for 2. Wright's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Down low. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. Hardaway, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Morant, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Doncic bounce pass. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 9. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Tipped away. Valanciunas with the ball. Out guarded by Porzingis. Mavericks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Hardaway. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Crowder kicks to Morant. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, man, one of the smoothest young playmakers I've seen. Morant's passes are almost always on time and on point.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're ahead by 7. 1:30 left in the fourth. .130 left to play here in the fourth. Wright, the pass to Porzingis. Crowder with it. Now Wright defending. And Crowder slams it in.
Oh, and that was a big bucket right there by Crowder.
Mavericks leading by 5. Now here's Wright. To the middle. Hardaway, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. Over in the corner, Doncic. And Wright, here we go. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 7. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bogdanovic. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. You could put this one in the books.
A confident shooter. When Morant sees an opportunity to pull up, he does not pass it up.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wright. Out to Doncic. 2 on the clock. Marjanovic. Offensive rebound. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on the break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.